First off, I want to share a couple of trades that I entered yesterday, all right, and then we're just gonna jump into my plan for today, if there is any. So the first trade is XAUUSD, which is gold, and you can see I told you I re-entered, and it is quite running in very decent profit right now. Okay, it's still very young. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, the trade is still quite very young. All right, and I think there is a potential right there for it to actually come all the way to the top. Okay, there's a possibility of this particular trade actually running all the way to the top right here. As you can see, during the speech yesterday, during the what's it called again, power testimony yesterday, I got myself all the way to this area. I was quite perturbed, like I was a little bit thrown off because I was in a drawdown and it was very close. Then I started thinking, oh, should I adjust my stop loss because I knew the trade is still quite bullish. So I was thinking, should I adjust my stop loss? What should I do? This and that, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, let me just leave it. Okay, let me just leave it. Because the moment I adjust my stop loss, that will be mean actually risking more than what my predefined risk. And I don't want to do that. So I decided to leave it and the market went back up. And as you can see, it's running to the upside right now, decently. All right, so the next one is Euro GBP. Okay, and so far so good. Euro GBP also is terrible. So far so good. So far so terrible. Let me put it that way, because he went all the way down to this area yesterday, came all the way down here, and then went back up. All right, but so far this level failed to be broken. Okay, if it failed to be broken to the upside like this, I am still quite protected. But the moment I see a very big candle that break above here, if I see any that break above here, I might just call the trade short because personally I don't like the formation myself. It is too slow, too sluggish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to set something like a I'm going to set something like a I'm going to average the trade. Basically, that's what I'm going to do right there at the top. Okay, I will average the trade and I will call it 2% trailing stop. I don't want to make it trailing stop. I want to call it trailing out. Let me call it trailing out because there's nothing. I don't want to stop it. I just want to get out. Okay, trailing out. All right. So anything above there, I'm gonna get out of the trade. I'll even put a notification there right now just to be protected. All right. I don't want any dramatic move. I don't want any drama at all today. The reason why I'm actually getting out of the trade is because it is quite dramatic. Okay, I don't like the formation. It's too slow as well. All right. So before one or two things happen and I don't like it, I'd rather just get out. You understand? And I also have a few trades I'm looking up to, like USD CHF. I also want to enter Euro Dollar. Probably Pound CHF. I don't know yet, but I'll check it out and see if there's any good formation there. So those are the reasons I actually want to get out as well. So the next one is AUD-CHF. All right, AUD-CHF is still in profit. Okay, as a matter of fact, at this point now, I felt like I shouldn't have actually closed my initial trade. Okay, the one I entered right here, right here, I shouldn't have closed it. Okay, but it's no regret, right? No regret. So what's it called again? This testimony yesterday also kind of pushed the market a little bit down. Maybe the testimony also factored into the Euro GBP. Okay, maybe I don't know, but I also don't want to care. All right, I don't want to care. There's so much to care about, so much stress. So I just want to leave this trade to actually run to see how it goes. Okay, they are all quite in a very small amount of profit. All right, so the other trade I'm currently in is this one. Okay, on our day trading plan. Okay, so as you can see, I joined this trade quite very early this morning. Okay, I joined it right here when I think something around 6:05. Okay, 6:05 a.m. in the morning, and looking at our entry plan, Fibonacci crossover, and then pull back to 50%, and then our stop loss at 78.2%. Okay, 78.6% basically. So I joined the trade and we only target 3% profit. Okay, so 1:3, and it's all set now. I'm just waiting for it to see how it goes. And don't forget on my major plan as well, on my swing trade plan that I shared with you earlier on gold. I'm also buying. So this kind of fits in perfectly with my original plan. So no confluence anywhere, no conflict anywhere. I'm just following the momentum as it progresses, which is quite nice. All right. So that is the plan on. And it doesn't always happen all the time because there are some times, I think throughout last month, whenever I'm buying gold on this, when I'm buying gold on my swing plan, all right, I'm either selling on my day trading plan right here. So it's more like a very strange feeling. Actually buying on my swing plan at the same time buying on a 1 minute time frame. So it actually feels good. At the same time, it's also very strange because I don't normally do that like all the time. So now let me start with USDCHF to show you what I'm actually looking for and how I plan to probably enter the trade. All right. So we started yesterday and I said if I can get a pullback. All right, the market came here. This is where we started yesterday, and I said if I can get a pullback to retest this particular key zone, all right, and this key zone has been what the key zone has been quite interesting, and it's a very strong one. All right, it's a very strong one. You can see we have a support here, we have support here, then we have it broken right here. All right, then currently this is just resistance and then another resistance. All right, so I am hoping, I'm praying that I can get a very reddish candle, probably 4 hour candle or 8 hour red or bearish candlestick. If I can get it right in here, I'm going to take a short trade. I'm going to target this area first and then all the way down to my extension, which is March low. All right there. So that is the plan on USDCHF. I might enter the trade today. And if I eventually enter this trade, if I join this trade, I will probably or possibly I will get out of Euro GBP. Okay. I will get out of Euro GBP because it's dramatic. I don't want to have more than 4 trades maximum. Okay, 4 trade maximum. But the reason I'm deleting Euro GBP is because I can see some setup coming up later. So I can just start trading gold and give more rooms for my margin to just, to breathe a little bit. So that's the plan on USDCHF. The next trade is USDJPY. I could have entered yen yesterday. Dollar yen was quite decent yesterday, but I just couldn't pull myself to open the trade. I'm telling you the truth right now. Yes, it is very bullish. It is bullish like anything. But I just couldn't put myself to open the trade. I don't know why. It's not actually fear. I just couldn't. All right, I just couldn't. It's too high, no structure at the top, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. And then also taking note of what happened right here, the first all-time high that happened in May. Okay, May 2024. Excuse me. All right, the same thing happened here. So there's a possibility that we might get to see probably a drop, just like what happened right there. Okay, so we might get to see a drop like this, and that will mean I have to be careful. Okay, that will mean me being careful. All right, so that's like probably that's what my mind was processing yesterday, and also knowing that there's a news coming later today, so I just had to just probably take a check, okay, on my feelings, on everything, and I feel that trade I can pick. That's why I didn't pick this, but it looks really good. Okay, it looks really good, really decent. I might as well just take a buy and just keep going up, but I'm not in the trade. So now, taking note of what some of you have actually analyzed already, I want to see into that euro dollar. Euro dollar looks quite bullish to me, to be honest. All right, it looks quite bullish to me. And why did I say that? Okay, first off, you can see that the market has actually been ranging. There's no big move like that. The last time we had anything that looks like a big move in euro dollar so far is probably 2 years ago. All right, is it 2 years ago though? Yes, I think 2 years ago, something in 2022. Yes, this is the first big move that we say. It is directional, right? You can see the market makes so much higher highs and higher lows, better deep pullback, then market move some more bigger move. Okay, you can see this is a very decent bullish trend. But since 2023, July 2023, okay, since right here, you can see this particular instrument is deteriorating slowly. It's just slowing down. Okay, there's no more structure. I mean, there's no more volatility like we would have wanted to. Okay, you can't compare the level of volatility we experience here. Okay, you can't compare the level of volatility that we experience all year. Okay, so okay, excuse me. Okay, right here, you have compare the level of volatility. Let me actually draw it again. Okay, the volatility we experience all the way to the top here, you can compare this kind of volatility from September 2022 all the way to June 2023. You can compare it with the volatility we are experiencing right now, okay, it is far different. Okay, it's actually more like the market is actually just pulling back from this big move, all right? Because if we pick our Fibonacci now and try to draw it out, all right, let's see what we can do. Okay, let's draw it out to this level. You will see that the market is just actually pulling back all the way back to what? To 50%. Okay, we're starting from the bottom right here. Okay, from bottom right there all the way down to this level, you can see that it's more like a pullback. Let me take it to the weekly band so you can see what I'm saying very clearly. All right, so it's more like a pullback. All right, it's more like a pullback, basically. And then if you now pick it probably from 2020 or 2021, which is right here, okay, which is right here, you will notice that the market actually came down very much. That's when we had our all-time high. I mean, our almost all-time high when euro actually fell to less than 1. Okay, when dollar was so strong that it overpowered euro. All right, and it came all the way to 0.95. That's like the first time since I started trading real time now. Since I started trading, I don't know if it's all time. I'm going to check back now. I can't quite remember. All right, but since I started trading in 2019, 2018, that's the first time I would ever see EU actually fall below $1. All right, so and that's not all time. That's not all time low anyway. You can see it all started from 2003 when it came all the way down to 1954. Okay, but anyways, okay, or anyhow, you can see that the move actually preceded, okay, this all move. So if you draw another Fibonacci, I think everything that happened here would be what? Would be just 50% or 61.8% of this whole move, okay, of this entire move. So let's draw something like this. Let's draw the Fibonacci to see how that is, or if I'm actually correct about that. So this is where we're going to stop right here at the bottom. Okay, and you can see it's actually at 61.8 anyways, 61.8 right there. So this is actually making sense to me now, all right, because I would say the sell is there, all right, the sell opportunity is there on EU. However, the market is deteriorating. You can see it's more like it's shrinking, right? It's shrinking slowly. I mean, imagine a move like this resorted to move like this, then the whole of this resorted to something like this, then move to this place, then move here, then move here, here. And now we are in here, right? Just imagine. Just imagine. So I think maybe in the nearest future we have something like this, and then maybe later we just have a line like that, and then we just crash inside this box. But so far, this is the major box that we have, and the market has yet to actually break it since 2020. The whole of 2024, this is everything so far, and we're in the first half of 20. I mean, we have successfully completed the first half of 2024, and look at everything in 24 so far. All right, this is 2023. You can see from here to here, and this is 2021 to 2022 from here to here. Okay, you can see how the volume is actually reducing yourself. All right, which is not very cool. Okay, but that is not our major issue. Okay, and we shouldn't actually sleep too much on that. We shouldn't stress ourselves about that. So my plan is actually simple. The plan is to look for buy, at least since the market seems to be ranging for a long period of time now. Plan is to look for a buy, probably to retest this area, and then look for probably a sell all the way down here. Okay, the market has retested this zone. Okay, yes, yeah, it successfully retested that place, but still we have a trend line. Okay, we have a trend line right here. Until this particular trend line is broken, okay, I don't think there's anything interesting to sell about. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying based on what I can see, based on market structure, I think we are playing in a range zone here. Okay, it's more like a very big fat range. And you will also notice that the market actually broke above here. You can see this is actually the major level. If I took a sell here and it closed me out with this candle. Okay, I took a sell right there. I took a sell like a few weeks ago, and during I think maybe 9th or between 9th and 15th of June, I took a sell right here because the market came down, pulled back, retested it multiple times, and I took a very good shot. And immediately the market just closed me out. Since then, I've seen euro actually move gravitationally. I mean, it's increased gravitationally, and then I think it's gonna retest June high. All right, there's a possibility of retesting June high. So I'm just gonna wait now. I'm just gonna wait. All right, but if peradventure I'm gonna look into anything sell or any short trade on EU for now, it has to be where it has to be below this trend line. Okay, because this is my very nice trend line right here. Okay, it has to play out this way and exactly this way, break below the trend line, pull back, break the structure, all right, pull back, and then come all the way down. That is my entry. That's gonna be my entry plan on EU. If at all I'm ever gonna take or look in the direction of short, all right, or sell at all, that is gonna be my plan on EU dollar. All right. So that is that on EU. All right. So I don't really have anything too serious about the pair. I just feel like let me just share my thoughts with you guys. All right. And then the next one I'm also looking into is I think NZD CHF. Anything NZD actually fell scatter today because of the CPI. Excuse me, because of the monetary policy that the Republic Bank of New Zealand actually remain unchanged. They left their rates unchanged. So just like the United States, everybody was thinking they're going to cut, but they figured they shouldn't cut now. So it's even though everything remained unchanged, but still it weakened New Zealand dollar. Okay, so, I mean it weakened New Zealand. So you can see it all came down. I was looking to buy, but now I think my buy has to go now. But I don't think there's anything planned here. You can see the market actually came all the way down to this bottom. So nothing to do, nothing to look for now. All right. But I think we might get to see a very nice sell, provided that this level is broken, this previous low is broken. All right. Now, all I can see now is probably a very decent or quite a small range. All right. So this is the best I can picture out of this particular instrument now. All right, a very decent range. So if it continues to actually move back like this, well, it is what it is. Well, if I'm gonna buy, it has to be at the top here. If I'm gonna sell, it has to be at the bottom here. All right. So that's my plan on NZDCHF for now. So I'm actually going to remove it from my top watch list, and I'll just add it to my later watch list because it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. And then NZD card, the same thing with NZD card. It has broken structure with that drop, all right? But I think it's not totally bad, all right? This one is not totally bad because I was actually looking to take a short trade on the pair before. I actually took it. Okay, let me actually spot how I saw it initially. So I saw something like this initially. Okay, I drew this out. This was never there. Okay, it was never there. But or maybe it was there. I was just like, let me take a short trade. So I took a short trade around there. I took a short trade right here. I think the market came down here, pull back, start going down. I took a short trade here. Market came all the way down to this level. But at the same time, as I was shorting this, I was also shorting NZD USD. Okay, so I had NZD USD and NZD card open. Then I was like, okay, so technically this doesn't make sense, because I have two pair. I'm selling NZD at the same time I'm selling NZD there. It doesn't make sense. What if the market actually went up? That means I'm gonna lose this, and at the same time I'm gonna lose this. Okay, but if actually it's a profitable trade, provided that the market came down to be a good profit, but it doesn't make sense in a risk management point of view. It doesn't make any sense. So I decided to just close this trade, and probably unfortunately for me as a trader, the market actually ended up in loss. Okay, I was caught out of NZD. But fortunately for me as a risk manager, of course, I did well. All right, I did well. I make a calculated decision, and it worked out for me very well. So I closed the trade. So now that the market is back at the bottom here, all right, I think this might be a very good place to actually start looking to short NZD. But for now, I think I will still hold on to this for a minute. Okay. But for now, I think the plan has changed a little bit. I'll wait for a clear break of this structure, okay, of the previous key zone. I wrote key zone. You know what I mean? All right, so I want to see a clear break of that structure, probably a pullback to this level. Then I would like to see some drop to this downside to 2024 low. All right, if I can get that, then that will be much better and interesting for me so far. All right, so this is my plan on NZD card. You should take a look at it or keep it on your watch list. Another pair that I missed out on is pound card, which is very annoying and very painful. I was looking to buy, but I couldn't buy. And now the market actually came all the way to 50% Fibonacci. Maybe I will take a buy next. I don't know, but earlier place to take a buy was actually here, but this candlestick was too greenish for me to actually take. And then the next one followed, and then the next one followed, and then it was too late to enter. How can I take a buy here? And I'll be using like maybe 250 pip stop loss, and I'll be targeting around 450. That's very small. It's the kind of trade I actually had a plan of maybe 4%, 1 to 4%, okay, or maybe 1 to 3%. That was the plan. But the moment I start risking 250, 450 targets, oh boy, that would be around 1:2 or less than that. So that's why I actually let it go. But right now it's back a little bit. At least it has cut this into half basically. So maybe at the close of this particular candle, this current one, okay, at the close of this current candle, I might look into buying. All right, I might. I'm not saying I will, but I might. All right, if I can see a decisive close above there, I will look into buying. And I will risk quite little. Maybe I'll put my stop loss even here. All right, just very little, maybe around 100 or less than that. Okay, pips. I don't know yet, but I'm keeping a close tab on that. And then silver is cool, but I'm already in gold. I'm already trading gold. There's no point. They move very, very close together. They move in a synonymous pattern. There's no point in trying to buy gold and at the same time buying silver. Just pick one and let it go. The other trade I missed is WTI. I'm not sure if I've missed it totally, but I think I might have. All right. I'm yet to see a pullback. I've been waiting for a pullback on silver, and I said this yesterday as well. Okay, when I analyzed it, I want to see a decisive and a very sharp break below this structure, and it has happened. Now I'm waiting for just a very nice pullback to this level. If it did happen, I will take the trade. If it doesn't happen, then I guess I'm gonna miss oil. I guess I'm gonna miss oil. All right, but I would really appreciate it if I can just get a very good pullback, even if it's not gonna come all the way down to all the way up to 50% Fibonacci. At least I wanted to retest this broken key zone. All right, because we have a resistance here. Now it has broken. I want to use as another resistance anyways. Okay, and also use that support here as well. Okay, so I just want to see it retested that place, resisted, so I can take a short trade systematically, probably down there. I'll start targeting slow and steady and see how it goes. But it has already come down with, I think, around maybe 250 pips. So I don't want to see maybe 150 or more pullback. If I can get a 150 pips pullback, I think that would really make sense to me. Let me actually measure it to see. Like, okay, that's more than 250. That's around 320. So 320, 250. Yeah, let's say 300 pips. I just want to see a 150 pips pullback. If I see 150 pips pullback or even 200 pips pullback, I would really love to take that shell trade all the way down here. And don't forget, this particular pair also or instrument is also deteriorating slowly. As you can see, the move is actually reducing, as you can see right there. Okay, we have a big move to the upside, big move to the downside, then it started slowing down, just like EU started slowing down. You can see we might end up having something like this later in the future. Okay. So I don't know. I was proud. Maybe we'll just break out, pull back again, then boom. All right, I'm just playing around. I don't know, but I really love to see how it goes with oil. And lastly, EuroCard. EuroCard is another pair that I'm also watching closely. I think it's good for buy right now. It's good for buy, but before I can take a buy, okay, before I can take any buy right now, I would like to see a break above structure. Okay, it seems like a break above structure right there. All right, but at the same time, there's a possibility for sell. All right, if we break below there, I will take that short trade. I will take it 100%. Okay, I will take it 100%. So I'm watching now and I'm waiting. That's all I can say for on this pair. I'm watching and waiting. And if an adventure EuroCard actually fell, then euro dollar will follow. Okay, to follow suit. All right. I would like to take a short trade on EU as well, but I've got to wait. Right, I've got to wait. That's just it. All right. If it actually formed the way I wanted to, of course I would love to do what I would love to take a short trade on EU card and the rest. But euro card, if it breaks above this level at the top, this one right here, I wait for pullback. All right, then I will take a buy trade right here. And then who knows, maybe the market will move to this area, which is the June high. All right, so that's the plan on EU card. All right, and pound dollar. Is there anything pound dollar I want to share with you? Let's see. So pound dollar seems to be at the very top of the market right now. You can see it has not been doing any serious pullback. That's why I just let it go. Okay, pound dollar is very terrible right now. I don't like it. Okay, I was planning to take a buy around here. All right, I was waiting for a breakout, a pullback, and then move up. But what did they do instead? It just went up. All right, I think because of the uh, GDP data that came out last month. Okay, that's why we saw that sprout. All right, well, I'm waiting. We can as well still come back to retest this level, and I'll still take the back. If it happens that way, but I'll be very careful with that one. I'll be very careful with that one. So that's that on pound USD. I don't really have any other thing to do with this guy for now. All right. Other than the fact that it's quite bullish. All right, it's quite bullish. I don't really have much to say. BTC, which is our last pair today, BTC seems to be moving up nicely. Okay, but like I said yesterday, it might be retesting this level. Okay, as you can see, that it's actually retesting the level already, and it's acting as it's being resisted. If it's successfully resisted above here, and we now saw some bearish candlestick, guys, I don't know, this will be the next stop, and then maybe it should be the next stop, and then after 50k is broken, then 45k is the next stop. All right, so this is 60k, this is 50k, and this is 45k. All right, so provided that this level holds, I mean, this resistance level is not didn't hold the price from breaking above, it just went up and break above it, then that would be fine. But if it resisted and the market break below the previous low, which was yesterday low right here, okay, man, 60k is starting. Okay, we're gonna get a return of that 60k, okay, and then 50k will be retested, and then 45k will be visited. All right, slow and steady like that. As you can see, it actually shows a very good bearish momentum. Okay, who knows? Maybe we have something like this. I don't know. But I would really love to see BTC actually go up because I'm a big fan of it. At least I'm warming up to BTC right now. So I really like to see it go up, but it's not according to what I want. It's all because I'm holding it. It's based on what the market actually decided to do. And if it gets some really decent, what's it called again, whales that are ready to buy BTC, of course, we might see it actually just to the upside. Anything outside of that, I'm not sure we're going to get anything quite interesting on BTC. So lastly, let's check DXY so we can wrap everything up finally. All right, so DXY, this is DXY. I think DXY is still quite bullish, right? And everything that happened yesterday was right here. Okay, was right here. Okay, I was actually watching DXY yesterday when the testimony was going on because I had the trade on good, as we all know. All right, so I was watching it closely and I was comparing, contrasting, also knowing that, okay, this man is not saying anything too bad, he's not saying anything too good. All right, so I was just trying to mitigate my risks, try to follow up on everything, and it actually worked well. So DXY coming down here, we mean good flying up, EU flying up, GU up, NZD USD up, AUD up. Okay, USD JPY might come down a little because Yen is actually very slow. I mean, it's very, very, very weak right now. So Yen USD JPY might come down just a little, or USD CHF all the way down, UCAD all the way down. Okay, so you're going to see the impact of that. Provided that DXY actually came all the way down to retest June low. Outside of that, if it goes up, then we might see gold actually drop further down. I see silver drop further down. We see USD CHF drop down. Then we see what's it called again? We see USD CHF go up. All right, USD CAD up, and euro dollar we actually drop down. GU drop down. UCAD, NZD USD drop down, and AU. You know all these things, so I don't need to keep telling you all about it. So that we see everything actually drop heavily down if DXY actually move up, and this level right here, as circled there, is the determinant. Okay, if it has broken structure already, excuse me, it has broken structure already. If the pullback is already done also. Okay, let me actually make that bigger so you can see what I'm saying. Okay, it has broken structure, right? The pullback is done. So it has broken structure, the pullback is done. Now we're waiting for if there's going to be a continuation to the downside, or we're just going to see the break to the upside again. All right, so right here, this is where it's all going to happen. Okay, we break to the top, break above here, then, we're going to see something quite decent on, excuse me for that. Okay, we're going to see something quite decent on on DXY. If not, well, okay, we might see some really cool move to the downside. Right, so and I think we have CPI coming later today. No, not today, it is tomorrow. And Fred Powell still has some testimonies later by 3 p.m. today. And tomorrow, definitely we have CPI coming tomorrow, the core CPI, the CPI month on month, and the CPI year on year. And then the unemployment claim. And on Friday, I believe we have PPI coming for United States dollar. So definitely, you will definitely see some move this week. If not today, then tomorrow and next tomorrow. There's going to be some move, so be ready. All right. So lastly, I'll be wrapping up with my trade position, the one I had here. So, okay. So right here, it's still quite decent. As you can see, everything looks good. My notification is at the top here. This is my 2% notification. The moment it's 2% profit, I'm going to start locking. For sure, the moment you move up to this area, I will lock it to this place first. First off, okay, you can see the market actually is building up slowly with higher highs, higher low, right? So I will lock this place up. And then if it progresses to move up, then I will start trading slow and steady. Okay, so that's the plan for today. I'm going to catch you guys later. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.